Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. And do you remember when Bloomberg News said that it would not be doing any investigating or putting out any pieces that were not objective on Michael Bloomberg's 2020 Democrat presidential primary rivals? I mean, you probably do remember it because it was literally like a week or two ago that Bloomberg News said, nope, our boss, Michael Bloomberg, he's running for president now as a Democrat. So you know what? We're not going to investigate not only Mr. Bloomberg, but any of the other Democrats in the race either. Now, back then, it was already problematic because at no point in time did Bloomberg say, we're not going to investigate any candidates for president in 2020. No, they just said they weren't going to investigate any Democrat candidates for president in 2020. They said they had no problem continuing to investigate President Trump, which shows that Bloomberg News is nothing more than a bunch of partisan hacks who are totally willing to push out fake news. I mean, come on. If you're going to say you can't investigate any of the 2020 Democrats because they are primary opponents of Michael Bloomberg, then if you're going to be consistent, you should also say, oh yeah, we're not going to investigate Donald Trump either, because if Bloomberg wins the primary, that's going to be his opponent in the general election. If Bloomberg wanted to be consistent with this whole thing, they would have said, no, we're not investigating Trump either. But again, they're nothing more than partisan hacks who push fake news. So they said they were still more than willing to investigate the evil orange guy in the White House that they hate Donald Trump. But anyway, that was Bloomberg doing one thing that was absolutely pathetic. Now Bloomberg News has done something else pathetic. They've gone back on their own word. So according to Bloomberg, a couple of weeks ago, they said no investigating Michael Bloomberg, no investigating any other 2020 Democrat presidential hopefuls. Just this week, Bloomberg News has now put out what's being described as a hit piece on Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, who are two of the Democrats rivaling Michael Bloomberg for the party's 2020 presidential nod. That didn't take long, now did it? See, Bloomberg, not only from the beginning did they admit, we're totally going to have it out for the guy that our boss, Michael's going to be facing in the general election if he emerges victorious from this primary. Now they're just completely lying about what they did say that seemed at least somewhat reasonable in saying that they won't investigate at least his immediate opponents, the primary opponents. Now they're going and investigating the primary opponents, trying to trash Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. So essentially, Bloomberg News, which tries to pass itself as being a totally objective journalistic news outlet, they're investigating the guy that their boss would end up facing in the presidential general election. And now they're also investigating the people that their boss is facing in the Democrat primary. I mean, essentially, without coming out and saying it, Bloomberg News, through their actions, is saying, we're totally in the tank for our boss, Michael Bloomberg. We pretend to be an objective journalistic news outlet, even though we're not. We claim not to just be doing the bidding of our boss, who is seeking elected office, even though we are doing the bidding of our boss, who is seeking elected office. I mean, it is just so pathetic, people. This is why you have to be really careful when it comes to the media, because while there are still some isolated journalistic entities out there who are actually committed to being objective and to bringing you all of the facts with no opinion mixed in, there are far too many outlets that are just like Bloomberg News that are nothing more than fake news, that are not journalistic, that are not objective, that don't stick to the facts, that do insert their opinions, and that instead of trying to keep you informed, are just trying to shove their partisan leftist narrative down your throat. So be careful when it comes to taking in the fake news media. Always read everything with a grain of salt. It's all the time that we have for today. Have a Merry Christmas, folks. We are back with more of the John Muir Show on Thursday and each and every weekday after that, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.